The summer this year is exceptionally hot in Bengaluru, and while we humans manage to stay hydrated, it is not the same for the birds in the city. So how can we help our feathered friends? Take a look.
A group of activists are attempting to raise awareness on the difficulties birds in the city face to find water. They are doing so by handing out mud balls which can be used as bird baths. They are handing out earthen bowls to the residents of Rajaji Nagar and instructing them how and why it needs to be used. All you have to do is fill them up and leave it in a place that is easily accessible to common birds like pigeons, crows and sparrows. It can be in your balcony, the windowsill or even the terrace.
ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ನೀರಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಆಹಾರ ಹಾಕಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಅದು. ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ ದಿನ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಹಾರ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳು ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಗುಟುಕ್ ನೀರು ಸಿಕ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಅದು ಮತ್ತೆ ತಂದು ಜೀವ ಪಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ. ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಪೇಪರಲ್ಲೂ ಓದ್ತೀವಿ, ನಾವು ಕಣ್ಣಾರೆ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾತ್ರೆಗಳು ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆದಷ್ಟು ಬೇಸಿಗೆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಪಾತ್ರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರು ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಆಹಾರ, ಏನು ಒಂದು ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳೇನು ಇವತ್ತಿಂದೇ ಊಟ ಹಾಕಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ, ತಂಗ್ಳದ್ದೇ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಒಂಚೂರು ಇಟ್ಟರು ಸಹಿತ, ಅನ್ನ ಆ ಥರದ್ದೇನು ಐಟಮ್ ಇಟ್ಟರು ಸಹಿತ ಅವು ತಿನ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅವ್ದು ಜೀವನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳುತ್ತೆ.
About 300 earthen bird baths have been distributed to the residents. In addition to this, the residents will also be reminded to fill the bowl twice every day through SMS. The volunteers have decided to ensure at least 5,000 such bowls reach homes so birds wouldn't have to travel long distances in search of water.
ಈಗ ನಾವು ಮನುಷ್ಯರಾಯಿತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಫ್ಯಾನ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದಣಿ ಒರೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಎ.ಸಿ. ರೂಮ್ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಮಗದೊಂದಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನ ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, 36 ಸೆಲ್ಸಿಯಸ್ಗಿಂತ ತುಸು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಸುಸ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೆರಳು ಹುಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋಣ ಅಂದರೆ ಮರಗಳ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ತೀವ್ರವಾಗಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗೋಗಿದೆ. ಅದೆಲ್ಲೂ ನೆರಳುಗಳು ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. 4-4:15 ಸಂಜೆ ಹೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಬಳಲ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾದಷ್ಟು ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ರಾಜಾಜಿನಗರ, ಜಯನಗರ, ಜೆ.ಪಿ. ನಗರ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದೂರು ಆ ಥರ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬಹುದಾದ 2 ಮಹಡಿಯ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಮಾಳಿಗೆ ಮೇಲೂ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಆ ಥರ ಒಂದು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ನಾವು.
While we manage to find shade and water when it gets too hot, it's not the same for birds. The startling plunge in the number of trees and lakes in our city is a cause of concern for nature conservationists. Leaving a bowl of water on the terrace or balcony will definitely go a long way in helping our feathered friends. Be it deep dish or broad bowls, any vessel can serve as a bird bath. Maltesh, News9, Bengaluru.
And while the Food and Civil Supplies Minister Dinesh Gundurao has planned to set up cheap diners for the underprivileged in the city. The minister stated that the diners will be set up across the city at all major railway stations, hospitals, etc. The plan, which is yet to be named, will be executed the same way Jayalalitha executed her highly successful Amma scheme. The stalls will procure grains at cheap rates from government outlets and sell food to Bengalurians at cheap and affordable prices. So here's Bengaluru taking cue from Tamil Nadu. And while Jayalalitha's Amma scheme, something similar will be seen in Bengaluru in the coming few days. Well, there's some good news for Bengalurians out here. The Food and Civil Supplies Minister Dinesh Gundurao has come up with a plan to set up cheap diners for the underprivileged in the city. The minister said that the diners will be set up across the city at all major railway stations, hospitals and other places. The plan, which is yet to be named, will be executed the same way Jayalalitha executed the Amma scheme. The stalls will procure grains at cheap rates from government outlets and sell food to Bengalurians at cheap and affordable prices. Well, we often complain about the increasing air pollution and fuel prices. But what are we doing to change this? Well, the state's Transport Commissioner is out to set an example with his latest ride.
What you see here is an eco-friendly electric car, the Karnataka State Transport Commissioner's latest ride. When you think of vehicles used by government officials, the first image that comes to your mind would be of a white luxurious car with a driver. In an attempt to change this, the Commissioner of State Road Transport and Road Safety, Amar Narayan, wrote to the government requesting to sanction an electric car While the rest of them are using luxurious fuel engine cars, this government official seems content with his electric car. He now proudly flaunts his new ride, hoping to set an example and promote the use of electric cars, at least for government officials. The government spends anywhere between 7,500 to 10,000 rupees on fuel for every car given to government officials. But if they switch to electric cars, the cost drastically reduces to just 300 rupees per month. And considering the fact that thousands of officials across the state use government vehicles to get around, electric cars are expected to save crores of the taxpayers' money.
I had submitted a proposal to government to sanction an electric car because day by day the pollution level in Bangalore city is on the rise. Both air pollution and noise pollution is on the rise. In addition to this, there is dust pollution also. The country is importing 8 crore worth petroleum products. If we start using green powered cars like electric cars or biodiesel run vehicles, we can save a lot to the nation. And in addition to that, we can also avoid pollution.
The Commissioner has been taking this car to work every day for the past 1 month. Even Transport Minister Ramalinga Reddy seemed to highly approve the change. While some have extensively promoted the use of public transport and carpooling, many have not given it a second thought. Well, the Transport Commissioner is attempting to set an example with his latest ride. Traffic and polluted air greets anyone who steps outside their home in major parts of Bengaluru. And while people who own fuel engine cars spend thousands of rupees on petrol and diesel every single month, electric cars demand to be charged every now and then. Apart from saving a fortune otherwise spent on fuel, electric cars will also reduce air pollution. Pavitra, News 9, Bengaluru.
Are you looking to keep busy this summer? Is the fact that there are still thousands of kids out there who lack proper education disturbing you? Well, take a look at this story.
Despite the government clearly stating that kids aged up to 14 years should be provided with compulsory education, very little has been done to turn this into reality. The Education Department has collaborated with numerous NGOs looking for volunteers to train these kids this summer. The tent schools will serve as a buffer period for 3 months before admitting these students to schools in their locality under the RTE Act. In Bengaluru, there are about 15 schools which are operational.
ಸ್ಲಮ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟಾಗಿ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸ್ ತೊಗೊಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಹೋದಾಗ ತುಂಬ ಕೇರ್ಲೆಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಏನೋ ಒಂಥರ ಆದರೂ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ಬಂದು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಮಕ್ಕಳಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಪಾಠಕ್ಕಿಂತ ನಾವು ಆಟದ ಮುಖಾಂತರನೇ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಹಾಡಿನ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಮಕ್ಕಳಂತೂ ತುಂಬ ಕಲಿಕೆ ಇದೆ, ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇರ್ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇನ್ನೂ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ.
Hundreds of families migrate from other parts of the country to South India in search of work, and most of them land up in Bengaluru. They either end up working as daily wage laborers or at construction sites. Financial constraints prevent them from sending their children to schools in the city. There are still thousands of students in Karnataka under the age of 14 who have either never started school or have dropped out. The government has now set out to introduce 10 schools in different parts of Bengaluru to bring the school to them.
This is one area which needs a focus, which is migrant labor population, as well as children from the construction companies who've been construction areas who've been out of school. So we felt it's very important to give them a schooling which takes care of the mobile nature of the whole concept, making them ready to get into government schools, mainstreaming them into the main school education. We also conduct health checkups, which help out. Basically, that's something which they lack, the health facilities. So that helps them on a regular monthly basis to take care of their health. Nutritious snacks are provided. And of course, there is games and outdoor activities.
There's barely any difference between 10 schools when compared to normal schools. The kids are taught the same curriculum, be it academic subjects or moral education or even rhymes. These kids need all the help and attention they can get, and while the volunteers are doing all they can to educate them, an extra helping hand is always welcome. So, If you're looking to keep busy this summer, here is an option for you to consider. Amrita Patil, News 9, Bengaluru.
Chris Gayle was in Bengaluru today and my colleague Harshan Shah caught up with him.
Hello and welcome to the special report. We are here with the man whom many believe can turn around fortunes for RCB. To start with, Chris, how are you doing now? How's your health?
Not too bad, to be honest with you. Looking to be, fully, back on the track. I played the last game. That's a plus for us, and things haven't started really well. So hopefully, we can get back to the winning groove and entertain our fans. So, we're back home now. We're accustomed to these conditions. So hopefully, things can actually progress for you.
So on a personal level, are you feeling 100% fit? Because you've been out of the game for a bit now. So are you feeling 100% fit?
It's never 100% fit, but like I said, sometimes, you have to make sacrifice and, try and get on with it and, try and cope with it. But, a couple of days off, and hopefully you can get to that 100% leading up to the next game. So we'll see how the next couple of days goes and, with a bit of treatment and everything. So we take it into stride.
Right. Chris, now you're the big hitter, right? The fans rave about your strength, how you can hit the ball so hard. Just a bit about your fitness regime, your gym sessions, if you can tell the fans about it.
Well, the physio do a lot of work, try and massage the ear as much as possible so you can loosen the muscle a bit more and, we try and do some core exercises and, strengthen the body as we go on. But, these things are, just customary for an athlete to actually on a recovery basis. So it's pretty much normal what everybody will do, once they are injured. So nothing out of the ordinary. Just do what I'm accustomed doing, apart from that, go to the gym, do a bit of strength work and, hit the nets.
Chris, about the IPL now, you've almost achieved everything, right? You've created records, you've broken records. How do you motivate yourself, to go ahead and still perform better?
How do I motivate myself? Yeah. What if you watch a few of the actresses on TV? So I look at the ladies and like, wow, yes, I got to go and entertain the fans and the actors will be happy and so they'll come and see me and then I'll say like, hi Chris, how are you? And then I give them a big hug. So those little simple things can motivate you as a cricketer, but I don't know if it will work for other people, but it can work for me as well. And like I said, to be privileged to actually do these sort of things, it's wonderful. I mean, a lot of people would love to be in this position, and as we go on, so you look at the brighter side. A lot of people would love to be here. So while I'm here, I'll accept it, and do what I do best, and entertain as much as possible, without complaining.
Right. So when you speak about actresses, is there anybody you want to send out a message to?
I sure they know themselves. No messages really, but just to the younger fans.
Any special actress, any actress you want to meet?
I know what you're talking about. When the actresses want to meet, I think all the Bollywood actresses want to meet Chris Gayle. I think they want to meet me, right? Am I right? See, they know what I'm saying.
Right. Okay. So Chris, we're going to wrap it up now with a selfie on the phone. Yeah. So this is the new trend.
Yes.
This is how it goes. Right. So to wrap it up, Chris, now just a message out to the fans, RCB fans. You're back on home ground after the UAE leg. It has been a bit of mixed fortunes. So how do you plan to go ahead now with the Chinnaswamy Stadium and the RCB leg?
Well, RCB fans, we're back. It's always a rocking, stadium when we actually play here. So we're looking forward to the continuous support, which you have given us the last couple of years. It's been phenomenal, and hopefully we can, get back on the winning ways. Come out and support us. We're going to give you what you guys are asking for. Win more games, have more fun, do more dances, create history, records, you name it, So we just got to, get that win and start back in the groove again.
Thanks a lot, Chris. So that was Chris Gayle speaking to us exclusively with camera person Raghu. This is Harshan Shah for News 9.